Hello out there in cryptocurrency land. Welcome back to Real Crypto, where we take the markets one leg at a time while keeping the market cycle in mind. Just as a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, if you do enjoy the content here, please feel free to check out my Real Crypto Power Hour. We go over very in-depth the markets every single day for you, except for tomorrow. I'm taking the day off. But anyway, let's get on to the program. Do you guys think that this market rally is real? Um, I actually do, just to kind of keep it real brief for you guys. I do think that it's real. I'm going to go into some more explanation, but the rally is real. I'm going to give you a number of reasons that I believe that it's real. I'm going to give you a number of reasons why I think it's likely to continue and is going to continue. I'm also going to give you a number of reasons why the rest of the market is also likely to continue higher. So if you guys have not been paying attention, first of all, how did you find my video? Second of all, the market, we've been in a pretty much secular bull market this entire move ever since we broke out of this declining channel right here. I've got a tremendous amount of trend lines here to show you. And ever since we broke out of this channel, it's been bull market on. Everyone apparently has been looking at the channel. We've had the channel here pretty much since this second peak, definitely this third peak over here in August of last year, so about 6 months ago. And ever since we broke that, we've just gone. We're gone. We're above the 200 daily moving average, and there's really nothing wrong. Our volume is healthy. It's not low volume. You can see the lower volumes here under average. We've been average volume for the past week. There's really nothing wrong with this movement. But by the same token, all the altcoins are also starting to rally. Something we do look for in the power hour is we look for rotation in the markets. We talk significant, we take a lot of time and actually talk about rotations and themes within the market. And we've been identifying themes rolling through one group of coins, through another group of coins, through another group of coins. And now we're running through arguably the last quality group of coins. Even some of the garbage coins are starting to rally. And so we're really just in this secular bull market. And something I did earlier today, so if you notice my list on the right here, this is the top 20 altcoins versus the dollar ranked by market cap. So go to CoinMarketCap and this is the list. And I haven't touched this in about a month. I rebalance it about once a month. I don't have it on a calendar event or anything, but I do go through the list. And the funniest thing happened. I did not have to move a single coin on my top 20 list. That has never happened to me. I was going to say extraordinarily rare. It has never happened. That tells me that this is a general new secular bull market. This is not a pump from one sector. This is not news from Monero. This is not news from XRP, which happens to be running as we speak. No, this is a secular market-wide rotation cycle of money coming into the markets. It's got to be new money. There's really no other explanation than that. Bitcoin's not selling off. Ethereum's not selling off. XRP's not selling off. Litecoins, I mean, name it. Go down. Secular bull market. Everything is up. So is the rally for real? Absolutely it's for real. It's 100% for real. EOS up. BNB back into bull market territory off of the declining trend line. Well up in the past week. Just tremendous, tremendous moves. And every alert level we've set on almost every coin has been hit and has moved significantly. Really starting off with Ethereum Classic. We had Ethereum Classic way, way, way down here. We had Ethereum Classic way down here, and we followed this all the way up, and now we're looking at 12.85 to break at the current moment in time. And I think it's going to rally again. The way that we're setting up in most of these coins is just continuation. This is not topping action. This is not distributive. It's just continuation. So I've really been trying to keep the Power Hour members on the bullish side of the market. We spent so long in bear markets. Let's go back here to the Bitcoin. So we had, pretty much from here all the way back down until, 360 days is basically a year from top to bottom right there. Basically exactly a year. And then we spent a good amount of time here in this bull market. Now this here wasn't quite a bull market, so you have to give up some of that. So you could argue that we spent a few months, 3 months basically, and then another 6 months in a bear market. So for those of you that have been with us since 2017, congratulations, you're now a veteran. You've been through multiple market cycles. You've experienced a choppy market cycle. You've experienced a bear market. This is an extreme bear market. This is a normal bear market. It's deeper than a correction. And now you've basically gone through a choppy market cycle back into a bull cycle. So if you're around from 2017, you are no longer a newbie by any stretch of the imagination. This is quite a bit of price action. Congratulations. You're at least an intermediate trader. If you're still not profitable at this stage of the game, there's other issues. It is not market experience that is holding you back. I'm just gonna say that. Now, at this stage of the game, everyone should be fully invested. Now, I guarantee you there are a lot of people out there calling for tops, and I get it. Trust me, I get it. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go naked chart on this thing. I may bring the lines back as I tend to do, but Bitcoin, there is nothing wrong with this chart. We don't have extraordinarily high volume. We're barely above the 200 moving average. We're getting up to this point right here, which this could cause a little bit of bobbling, but so far nothing. So far it's very measured. Reminds me a little bit of the move out of 6,000, even though this one was a little bit more aggressive, but straight through it without any issues. We're doing that now. Straight through, no issues, no crazy volume. This is what I consider block buying, where you have higher volume signatures for multiple candles in a row, and we're just off to the races here. Ethereum, similar situation. And extending up here a little bit. This is getting a little frothy. Probably is due a base, but you know, a base is one thing, and a correction or bear market is a complete other thing. You can get a base and the market still be healthy. Just because you get a base. So what does a base look like for those of you uninitiated? Well, let's go back to good markets. Here's a base right here. Nice sideways market. You get a shakeout or two. Absolutely normal behavior. Over here, another base. Absolutely normal behavior, except for, you know, this, which it's going to happen from time to time. But to be honest with you, we actually have seen less of those crazy spikes as of late. Kind of as a side note, I was talking about this in the Slack chat room, which you can also sign up on the front page of my website there, real-crypto.com. We were talking about Bitcoin, and, you know, some people think that the move's not real. Some people think that we haven't had capitulation. We actually don't have to have capitulation. The fact that Bitcoin has always had a capitulation, that's going to end at some point, and I think we've already basically ended that at this stage of the game. But one thing that we're missing in almost every chart except for the really illiquid coins are the very crazy spikes lower, just like this. We don't see this anymore. It's pretty much gone. You've got a little one right there, but that's nothing like it used to be. This move right here, this is 40% in one day. You also have a couple more of those candles over here. These really big moves in single days. There's 20, 30% continuously. We don't get those anymore. That is not what's happening, and I don't anticipate it coming back, to be honest with you. I think we're in a different type of a market. We do have some institutional involvement in the markets now. It's hard to say exactly how much, but you see that the smoothness of the chart, even on the downtrend here, the smoothness of the chart is really turned a corner in terms of choppy market behavior versus better market behavior. And this is definitely better market behavior. So anyway, so that being said, everything is basically in perpetual uptrends right now. Volume is very good across the board. We're not low volume. Even look at Litecoin, which really hasn't been the best performer. You've got that block buying I was just referring to. This is not low volume. This is low volume right here. This is not low volume. Bitcoin Cash, not really low volume, slightly under average due to this stuff over here, but we're still pretty elevated. EOS, pretty decent volume. Not this would be a little bit better, but you get the general picture. And the lower we go down in market cap, the more illiquid the coins are going to be and things of that nature. But BNB, which is arguably one of the better utility cryptocurrencies out there, I think has a lot of functions, and the Binance community is doing a good job of continuing to make this this coin better. 200-day moving average, no problem. See ya, thanks. Just gone. Excellent volume here on BNB. BSV, obviously we know about the huge pump over here, just continuing. It doesn't care. BSV is a crypto regardless of whether Craig Wright is a douchebag, which he is. And you've got over here, beautiful cup forming in BSV. Guess what? I think BSV, you're going to see $2,000 BSV. I just do. Regardless of whether the coin's good or not, it's just the way the crypto market's looking right now. And keep a lookout for my next video where I talk about another coin and another large market cycle move. But BSV has never had a larger move. I guess I already have the trend line there. So here's the trend line. Look at this. This has been basing. This has been basing since it forked. The entire time it's been basing. It has never had a major rally. Finally had one major rally from almost the lows to the highs, actually exceeded the highs. And now we're basing here. And once we break out from that, I think it'll be another great move. We could see a very large parabolic move. The moves that we see here are very, very healthy. These are not little moves. These are not moves. I mean, XLM's a good example. Look at XLM. Look at this nice move right here. That's a pretty good move. You get 125%, but look at the volume. Nothing to write home about. You got a nice little batch right there, but look at this volume. This is a complete change in behavior, and almost every coin has excellent volume recently. Almost every single coin. Even Tron, which has really been garbage and really hasn't broken out of any lower range here, doing pretty good. You got Cardano finally getting going the past couple of weeks. It was kind of languishing around, but even Cardano started to move. Monero extending out significantly. Monero was an early leader, bobbled, and then came back to lead again. Look at the volume. This is for real, guys. This is not a normal garbage bear market, bull market move. It's just not. It's its own thing. It's a real thing, 100% for Monero. And keep in mind, for those of you uninitiated, go ahead and track Monero versus Bitcoin. This is a very good psychological indicator for Bitcoin. Dash, one of the main leaders, and we were we just handled. We could not have handled Dash better. Let me just put that out there in the real crypto community, in the Power Hour. Sorry, no one else did what we did in Dash. Just gonna put it out there. Inverted head and shoulders. Called it at the right shoulder. Had alert at 41. Had alert up here at 44, and it just goes on and on and on. There you go, 41, 43 and a half, 53, 57, 65, 107 down here. Come on. Come on. If you guys weren't all over Dash, you're doing something wrong. Dash is a very high quality cryptocurrency, and I never quite understood why Dash took it so hard on the chin. I've never heard anything really bad about Dash. Now, that being said, I'm not super deep into the communities, and I'm not deep into the news. I'm not that deep into the tech. I understand the tech, don't get me wrong, but I'm not like a fanboy of the tech. We've got a member of our community who's very technologically knowledgeable in this stuff, and it's awesome because I mentioned a coin, he goes, yeah, they suck. Yeah, they suck. Yeah, they suck. It's kind of fun, but you know, I'm not that knowledgeable, but I've never heard anything really bad about Dash. And Dash went from basically $1,500 down to 38. That's a 97% move. And actually what happened here, my hypothesis, and this is strictly a hypothesis, is they took what they viewed as, now they, as you know, they consist of any consortium, group of people, or large money investor that invests in the market. They took the most high quality beaten down coins and bought the crap out of them. And I think that's what happened here with Dash, because it's such an aggressive move. And it doesn't look like they've sold any of it. They could have sold some on this pop over here, but even if you go down to the lower term time frames, there's very little distribution in that candle. And right now we're about to break up towards the highs here again. Dash has been slowly curling back. We've had some big moves from other movers like Ethereum right now, obviously, in its own, you know, out of its mind, up 50% over the past week and a half. But you've got Dash, which, I mean, is, you know, greatly outperformed, 131% there for Ethereum. And then you've got, you know, Dash from the bottom, still greatly outperforming Ethereum, almost 300% higher. And, you know, maybe it may handle out, it may do something. But anyway, yeah, Dash, Ethereum Classic, both of those. And Bitcoin Cash SV, again, without a run. BSV's never had a run. You're talking multiple hundreds of percents, talking like Crypto 2017. So I do believe this is for real. And I do believe that we will continue. Now, not that we're never gonna bobble, not that we're never gonna have a base. BSV here has been basing for a month. Dash has been basing for a month. You know, Ethereum Classic actually is already broken out. It had a base on base pattern that broke out. Or actually, we're still building the base on base, excuse me. This one basing for a month. So, you know, it's we're going to bobble. It's going to be, you're going to have bases, but I'm really, really excited, and I'm really hoping that we're going to continue with the bull market. So far, the way that all these coins are acting, we're back to bulls, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, if you're here from 2017, even latter half of 2018, you've seen quite a bit of market cycle movement, and you're a veteran. So congratulations. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is for real. I'm not sure if it means Bitcoin 20,000 again in the next 4 months. It could. But all I know is that when you have all these altcoins pumping, what you're able to do with your accounts should be phenomenal. And that's what I'm looking forward to into the future. At least some good altcoin movement, hopefully some Bitcoin movement as well. And, you know, like I said earlier, it's not altcoin versus Bitcoin. They're all moving together. This is a secular market rally. Everything is moving up. Go with it. Go with it or go home. Go with it or go home. Now, if you're not invested at all right here, everything's a little bit extended. You have to pick your poisons. I would be looking back at those dashes, those Ethereum Classics, those ones that haven't quite broken out the next leg up yet. Bitcoin Cash you can involve in that list right here, although I guess it's already it's already extending up a little bit, but it hasn't had those blow-off moves. Litecoin trying to get up here, but look for the ones that haven't really moved yet, although most of them basically have. Ethereum Classic, just showing extreme leadership here. There's really no selling. Some distribution here out of just a tremendous parabolic move, but able to bounce right back. And hopefully we'll see new highs here in the next coming weeks or so. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got for you. If you've been confused by these moves, if these have taken you by surprise, please do consider the Real Crypto Power Hour. Like I said, we've been all over these. We're not perfect. We haven't caught everything. We haven't, rolled, all of our Dash gains into Ethereum. It's hard to know exactly what coins are going to move, but we do our best, and we try to improve every single day with every single show. And, we're doing great. Haven't had any complaints about this rally whatsoever. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it, and I will see you next time.